How about this? Late, late addition to the program. We are, in fact, being joined by El Pantera himself, still one of the rising stars in the sport of mixed martial arts, still one of the most marketable fighters in the sport of mixed martial arts. The one and only Yair Rodriguez is with us. There he is. Yair, my friend, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. What about you
Wow.
guys?
We are fantastic. Thank you so much for this. Wow, what a nice surprise to hear from your team and to hear that you would be willing to come on the program. I really sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me and for giving me the opportunity of speaking out to you guys, to my true fans and followers and friends and family, of course.
Great. Well, I'm so excited to talk to you. First, it's great to hear that you said that you're doing good. Could I ask, right off the top, these last 2 or so weeks for you, what have they been like?
1 week.
1 week,
It's been
okay.
1 week.
What has
Yeah.
it been like for
It's
you?
been great.
It's been great.
It's been good. It's been great. It's just that it's something that we knew it could happen. Due to the talks with the UFC in the past. And of course, it took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting them to call me, just because of what we were talking about. But I hear Charles Sonnen say that the UFC is talking about, respecting the company and all that. And I think this was about respecting myself as well, and that's why I took the decision, uh, and all of this happened.
So could you tell us the story, Yair? What exactly happened? How did we get to this point?
Well, how do I get into this point? Everything starts right, like back after my loss against Frankie. I think that put me in a bad situation, because I was for a long period of time without fighting, and I think people was wondering where I was. Why after I lost I haven't fight, and they started realizing that I was like kind of afraid, or I didn't want to fight anymore. But it wasn't like that. I honestly have a lot of um, matters to solve personally, and with my family, so matters to resolve and stuff. You know, I say it in the past. We've been working in some natural stores. In my hometown with my family. I've been building some small apartments. There in my hometown as well, and I've been just working outside of what he was fighting. But I was still training, and all of this. Well, this is what happened at the end. Because I start taking fights in February of this year. Even though if I was asking for fights in the past, I was always asking for fights in the past. And I start accepting fights in February. I get in a talk to Sean Shelby, and I thought that I was about to fight Josh Emmett in February in Orlando, Florida, to headline that event.
Yeah.
And I accepted. I stepped up, and I later learned that Josh Emmett wouldn't accept the fight, or I don't know if the UFC didn't want to give it to me or whatever. And then I will be replaced by Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens took the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we sit again with the UFC and talk about future opponents. I talked to Sean Shelby, and he told me, like, what do you have in your mind? I told him, I think I at least deserve a top 10. No matter what happens. I think I deserve a top 10 just because of what I already showed in the UFC. I'm 6-1 in the UFC. Not all the fighters in the UFC have the same record as me. I know I'm still a rising star, for the sport or whatever, but I know I have done a lot already. I know how fast I have grown inside the sport, and I don't think I have to show nobody that I'm not afraid of, that I could fight anyone. And this was the main problem of it. They told me no to Lamas, even though Lamas was asking to fight me in the past. So here was the thing. Frankie Edgar beat me. He was about to fight Max Holloway,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then Frankie Edgar got injured. and then I jump up like to take the fight against Max Holloway, and then the UFC say no.
Okay.
We appreciate you, but we're looking another direction. We're gonna choose Jose Aldo. Then they went with Jose Aldo. Then I told them, okay, what about a rematch with Frankie Edgar? And they say everybody after they lost, they want a rematch right away. I say I don't want the rematch right away. Of course, I would like the rematch because we're in the same the same weight division. I would like the rematch with him eventually, you know. And then he say, well, that's not a talk right now. Okay, let's talk about the next person. Then they say Ricardo Lamas, and then I say yes to Ricardo Lamas. I accept the fight to Ricardo Lamas. Then I later learned that he didn't took the fight with me. He decided to take Bektik instead. And then during that process, the Sabit fight was causing a lot of hype in social media. You know, I have a lot of Russian like followers and a lot of Russian friends, which I appreciate. And they were texting me on my social media. They were like, they were firing me, like sending me images about Sabit is gonna kill you, and let's fight Sabit, just fight him. I was like, all right, this is gonna be great. You know, I started looking the big potential on this fight, and you know, it was kind of my fault that I, like a week after Lamas declined the fight, Sean Shelby called me again, and he said, hey, the Lamas fight is still back open. You know, it's back open for you to fight. And after I was asking for any top 10, and then they didn't want to give it to me, and then Lamas took Bektik instead of me, I was kind of disappointed, you know, kind of, just kind of disappointed. I don't say that. And I started looking at this other fight with Sabit. You know, it was making a lot of sense for me because of the stylistic matchup and stuff, you know. And we see a big potential of, you know, like renegotiating my contract or probably just go, you know, doing a little negotiation there if they want me to fight him in LA, you know, which I say I will fight him in LA, of course, you know, but if you pay me more, because I've been saying for the last year that I want to fight a top 10. I'm not picking my opponents. I'm just saying I deserve a top 10. Anyone. I actually asked for Korean Zombie as well, but they told me he wasn't ready. Even though he posted some stuff on Twitter saying that he wanted to fight Frankie. And I was like, look, he's saying that he wants to fight Frankie. Why you don't want to give it to me? I think it would be a really interesting fight to watch, you know? And he was like, no, he's not ready. He's not medical clear and stuff. I was like, okay, what other option do I have? You know, well, here's Sabit. I was like, okay, I'll fight Sabit if you give me more money in LA because I understand how a big of an event it is, you know? And they say no. I was like, okay, if you don't want to give me more money to fight him in LA, why don't give it to me in Russia? And there's no need to do any negotiations right there. I want him in Russia. Why? Because he was calling me out. You know, I am the kind of guy who never acts. I never say too much. I just act. You know, I don't have to be talking about this in my social media, saying what is going on backstage. Because that's my work, and that's my company's work, like my agency works, which they have been doing a great job handling all this situation. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Ines, all of you guys. And, you know, it's just that they didn't even want to give it to me in Russia. You know, then I was like, okay, you don't want to give me more money to fight him in LA. You know, you don't want to give me a top 10. This is a thing. Now I'm looking. Now I see how the things are going. You know, I actually talked to some head of the UFC by the phone, and he told me, hey, I think this fight will be really interesting to watch. And I told him, I know it's going to be really interesting to watch. I know the potential in this fight, you know, and that's why I was asking for more money. You know, that was about it. That was the main problem of it. You know, not because I didn't want to fight, not because I was scared of no one. It was because I wanted to fight him in his own house to beat him there, with all respect. You know, because like I said before, I have a lot of Russian friends. I don't want him to get offended. But it is what it is. You know, he wanted to beat me. I wanted to beat him as well, but in his hometown. The UFC said no to it, and I say no to fight him in LA for same amount of money. That was the main problem of it. We actually have proofs. I actually have like proofs of what I'm saying, but I won't show any of that. You know, I like to speak the truth. This is the truth, and my true fans and people who knows, and I'm cool with it. You know, and my true fans will know that I'm saying the truth about all this situation.
Was Jose Aldo's name brought up to you as well?
Brought up to me what does that means.
Like, did they offer? Because I had heard that you also accepted him. Is that accurate?
I accept
Aldo.
anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone. I will accept. I told him I will accept anyone. Top 10. I don't need a negotiation for a top 10. You know,
Okay.
this guy was number 14 when I was number 7. You know, I just got beat by Frankie. It's just one fight. I have 6-1 in the UFC. You know, I just think that's what I deserved. You know, and they didn't want to give it to me. That was more about respecting myself. You know, than now. I was gonna take the fight. Fuck it. You know, I was just happy. You know, and things didn't work out with the UFC, but that doesn't mean that I'm not thankful with them for, you know, they were a great base for me, you know, to build up my fan base and grow up as a star in the sport and stuff. You know, which I really appreciate, and I appreciate Dana. I never had a problem with him or with Chan or with any of the UFC PR or you know, workers and co-workers. I actually think I have a real relationship with them, and I really appreciate all of them. I look at them as a great family, you know, all of you guys, because we are always together. Like we work together. We're co-workers. For me, I see it that way, you know. And well, I think this is unfortunate what is happening right now, but it's also fortunate because I open up my eyes a lot. I see the big picture, you know, of all of it. And now I see all these opportunities coming my way, and I'm really happy with what is happening right now.
So then let me ask you about the final days, because the LA Times reported that Dana White said to them, "Done deal. This fight is happening August
It was
4th."
fake. It was fake. I don't care what Dana say. It was fake as fuck.
Okay.
It wasn't just fake. It was fake as fuck.
Okay.
You know, nobody. This conversation is after the tweet. You know, I was like fake news. Then they start reaching out to me. Of course, you know, the fight was creating a lot of hype.
Yeah.
You know, and then but it was fake at the moment. It was completely fake. I actually talked to my agent Markel, which is my friend as well. I told him, what is going on? Like people in social media is like going crazy because everybody's sharing like we're gonna fight, like Dana says we're gonna fight, and I haven't even talked to you about it. Like I was like, what is going on? And he's like, I don't know, brother. Let me figure this out.
Wow.
You know, I was like, okay, like let's do something about it, because people was asking me.
Yeah.
People was asking me, what should I do? Don't say fucking nothing. Of course not. It was as simple as fake news because it was fake.
And then and then you get released, and Dana tweeted real news. Do you feel like you tweeting fake news was the end? Do you feel like that ended the relationship?
I don't care, brother. I haven't even seen that real news.
Okay.
Post. I knew. I just wanted to wait and see. You know, it's just I don't want to look bad saying this, but it's just funny. See how people react to certain situation like this, because what they have on their head. You know, I can see people good and wrong and whatever they're thinking. You know, and I just wanted to wait, settle down, see the big picture, and start moving forward. That's why I didn't want to give any interviews. You know, I just wanted to see who was with me on my side and who wasn't. You know, I realized all of that. You know, and like I'm telling you, this for me was an eye-opening experience. You know, and it's just I'm glad that this happened because they released me right away. I don't have a problem with them like releasing me or my contract they let go, and now I have more opportunities, like I'm saying.
Did they give you or your management a reason why they ultimately released you? I mean, to do this is a very controversial move. Did they say, okay, we are doing it because of this?
They're saying because I didn't want to accept the two of those fights. I have the proofs that I accept the fights. I won't show them,
Hmm.
but I have the proofs.
Wow. So it makes even less sense to me now. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, if you accepted the
Hey,
fights,
like I was telling you, like anyone can think whatever they want. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I say. At the
yeah,
end of the day, it doesn't matter what I say because people is always gonna think whatever they want to think. I'm just speaking out the truth. You
yeah.
think whatever you want. They're gonna think whatever they want. At the end of the day, they know the truth. I know the truth. My team, my family, the members of my life, knows the truth. I'm good with it, because my circle is small. So, I'm fine. I'm completely good.
Did you did you at any point, as it seemed like this was all breaking down, think about, oh, maybe I'll talk to Dana on the phone, try to clear this up, or you weren't interested in that?
Yes, yes. I actually didn't mention this to my agency because I knew they were about to get mad at me. I,
Okay.
I used to have Dana's number, but I don't know what happened. I deleted it or whatever. I don't know. I used to text him, because that's who I asked him for that Max Holloway fight. I text him and Sean's number as well. Like, hey, what's up? I would like to have this fight. And he was like, hey, I really appreciate your effort or whatever. And I couldn't find his number, so I reached out to a friend, and he gave me his assistant number, and I texted the assistant. He never replied back. I just wanted to say thank you. Honestly, I just wanted to say thank you for all of what we've been working together. Because it's been a learning experience being in the UFC. And I just wanted to say thank you. I want to say now, thank you so much, UFC, for all what you guys are doing for me, have done for me, and I don't know what else to say.
And so you're at peace with this. You don't leave with regrets. You don't think to yourself, what if,
No.
what could have been? You're
No,
okay.
no, 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 no. I'm okay. I'm completely fine. Because I know the decision that I made, it was correct. I'm fine with myself. I feel actually like it was a lot of weight on my back. Now I feel like more relaxed. I think I'm ready, like, to move on. I've been just focusing on. I'm just focusing on training right now. It's all. I mean, it's just great for me. It's just I've been focusing on other stuff. Just more on my career, more on where I was before, and I feel fine.
And so what has the reaction been like? I'm assuming every promotion under the sun wants to be in business with you. Have you heard from everyone since this news came out?
Yeah, I can't talk too much about it, brother,
Okay.
but it's been offers. It's been really good offers on the table. But you'll listen soon about
Okay.
what's gonna happen next with me. But you wanna hear soon.
Are
I
you
promise it won't
close?
be too long.
Are you close to making a decision?
I can't tell you that yet,
Okay.
but I'm sure soon you'll have an answer.
Are you happy though? Like do you feel okay? These are good offers. I'm happy. More money maybe than the UFC. Like, do you feel like okay? I am wanted here in the sport. Are you happy with the kind of offers that you're getting?
Yes, I'm happy. Of course, you always think or you always want more because you think you deserve more. It is just
Sure.
the way that it is. Nobody's always happy with whatever they have. But uh, I'm sorry, I just get a text. What I was saying.
Oh yeah. What were you saying? I asked you. Are
Mhm.
you happy with the kind of offers that you're getting? Like, do you feel like
I
these
mean,
are good?
yeah, like I was saying, like you always think you deserve more, you want more. But I'm really happy with the offers right now. I'm happy what is on the table right now. You know, just being smart. I've been waiting to see all the offers, and I know my next move is going to be really important for my career and my life for the next probably few years. Who knows? And that's why I've been just smart about it, taking my time, and I'm sure they're going to make the right move.
When do you think, or when do you want to fight again?
As soon as possible, as soon as I sign
Okay.
with a company and it is a fight lined up, I'll be ready.
So you're ready to go.
I was ready to go. I was ready to go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The fight didn't happen, but I was ready to go.
Wow. What an unbelievable story. And what kind of support have you received from people online, from, people in the community? What has that been like?
Well, it's been a lot of. It's just funny to watch. All these. I don't know if you say it, memes here. We call it
Okay.
memes. This big funny pictures.
Oh,
There's been a lot
memes.
of
Yeah.
funny pictures,
Yeah.
memes. I'm sorry. There's been a lot of funny pictures, there, but it's more the support. Honestly, is in more like. I mean, I guess people can see from outside how things kind of work you know, I mean, we cannot actually get in a fight with the UFC because we know what's going to happen next. Like they are in the power position. Uh, this is what happens. They are the bosses in the UFC, so they can do whatever they want. Is what the fans told me. They know everywhere I go, anywhere I go, I'll keep on being the same or the best. The best version of myself because people like me is always going to try to be best no matter where you go, no matter what you do. uh, you I will always try to be better, the best on what I do, no matter what it happens. This is not a setback for me. This is just the beginning of my career. If you think about it, if you look at my videos, I have a really short career yet, and I'm really excited for the next couple of years. I'm gonna see a lot of progress, on my game. I'm sure, I'm putting a lot of effort on my training, and I'm sure you guys will have a new Yair Rodriguez, more solid, more confident, and even happier.
And where's your team these days? Who are you training with?
Well, I've been moving a lot lately, but I'm training up in Riverside. I'm getting better with my boxing, in Robert Garcia Boxing Academy.
Oh,
I like to go. I've been sometimes with Eddie Bravo, with Victor Davila has been, opening the doors of his house to me in Huntington Beach as well as in King's MMA. They're being real supportive on myself and my career, and I've been just moving a lot. I move like when I moved to Vegas. Let me tell you, this is super funny. I moved to Vegas to
yeah.
be closer to the Performance City today. Actually, I'm like 2 miles away from the Performance City, and now I got fired.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like I've been here like 4 months, living here. Um,
Wow.
but it's been a great experience. Living in Vegas is amazing. This is a great city. I love to be here. It's actually where everything starts.
Yeah.
You know, and
Are you going to
I'm
move
I'm really
away or are
happy
you
to
going to
be here
stay
in
there?
Vegas. I don't know. I don't know yet. I like California a lot, but I just been thinking where I'm gonna live, what I'm gonna do next. I think I want to get better on my boxing and then train jiu-jitsu, as a solid base, and my kicks are already there, and of course I'm gonna be working on my wrestling as well. You know, it's just like I'm telling you, I've been just training all over,
Wow.
traveling a lot.
Well, I really appreciate this year. Do you feel like we covered it all? Do you feel like there's anything else to say about the story that you want to get out at this time?
Um, I don't know. I think that's all. I just wanna thank you for giving me your time.
Of
I
course.
wanna
Thank
thank the
you.
UFC for the work and we did together. I wanna thank all my true fans and supporters, and of course my friends and family. They're always been there since the beginning, and this doesn't stop here. This is just the beginning of something greater.
Wow. So no hard feelings. You move on, you're smiling, you're
No,
excited
no
about
hard
the future.
feelings. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. No, no. I mean, it's you gotta move on of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
People live in the past too much. They live in the past. They live in the past. I've been learning. This is one of the things that I've been learning. If you are living the past, you're depressed. If you live in the future, you have anxiety. If you live in the present, you're happy. So
Huh.
I just been, slowly learning how to be here in the moment, living in the moment, and living the present, and don't let little stuff bothering me. I cannot let little stuff bother me for the rest of my life. This is like I said before. This is not a setback. I think this is just the beginning of something greater.
Wow, that is an amazing quote. I'm going to take your advice. I think I could use that advice. Living in the past, depression, future anxiety, present is where you feel the best. I love that. That is really well said, Yair.
Exactly.
I remember when you had your
Thank you.
debut. and you told us that you had what was it, like $20, $60 in your bank account when you won the Ultimate Fighter, and you've come a long way,
Bro,
my
I was
friend.
it was broke. It was broke. Yeah, it was broke. Honestly, and it's been I mean, it's been a lot of up and downs on my life, money wise. But I have never been afraid, of losing everything or winning a lot, because I know that doesn't gonna change who I am. People who stick around me is the people who's been there since the beginning, and the people who's gonna stay with me until the end. So I don't have to change. Nothing will change me. I'll be the same guy. No matter what people say, no matter what any company did to me, I'll keep on being the same Yair Rodriguez.
Wow, amazing. Well done, Yair. I'm really happy to see that you're happy and excited about the future. I wish you the best, my friend. And again, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for coming on the show and clearing the air. It was really great to catch up with you. Good luck, and please keep us posted on your next move. I'm looking forward to it.
Of course, brother. Thank you so much for your time again, and thank you guys, thank you to all my fans. Muchas gracias a todos mis fans en México. Les agradezco mucho a todos los que están viendo en este momento y les prometo que les voy a tener una entrevista pronto en español. See you guys. Hasta luego.
All right, muchas gracias. There he is, Yair Rodriguez, El Pantera. Wow.